I'm Patrick McClendon. I'm from Chelsea, Oklahoma. I'm here with my FFA group. We are touring WW Manufacturing.
Hey Patrick, I'm Bo Sanders with WW Manufacturing. Are you ready for your tour?
Yes, sir. So what all do you make here?
So we manufacture all the scale line, hog, sheep, and goat scales, cattle scales. We manufacture the roping chute, which is part of the rodeo division. We manufacture the hog and sheep panels and gates. This is where all the trucks come in, all the material get unloaded. Once it gets unloaded, it gets staged out here. And then the guys in here, they'll come in here and they'll just cut up the parts that they need per job. And then it shifts down the line up here. There's 3 guys back here that cut all our material, get it ready. They'll cut material for as far as like, they got an order for some hog and sheep panels. They'll bring it in, they'll cut all the material, and they'll stage it outside for the guys to pick it up and go into their stalls.
How long does it usually take to make like just a basic scale?
Like an average pig scale, they have parts cut up. We do runs of 25. There's 2 guys that build them, and we work 10-hour days, and they build 5 a day in 10 hours.
So what is this for right here? What is all this?
This right here, they'll bring a bundle of pipe in, like they gotta have some collars. So instead of cutting it with a saw, it's rolling and dumping it off in the bin.
What is he doing right there?
And you can see you have the clean edge here where it's not sharp. So what he's doing is he's taking over here and he's just deburring all the burrs, all the rough edges.
Do you do any custom chutes or any custom scales?
We do custom chutes, custom scales. The only thing custom about them is we do a custom paint job. You can call and you can get your school colors, whatever you want, even on a rope chute. Like OSU, we did a rope chute and bucking chutes.
And you have like group scales, right? Where you can have multiple animals in the scale.
Our group scales are 5x10, 6,000 pound capacity. Those are stationary or portable. We do have an 8x10. It is not portable, it's all stationary, sits on the ground. It's a 10,000 pound capacity.
What's going on here?
He's building the small parts for the rope and chute. So he builds the small parts over here, transfers them over here. Once they get all the parts built, they'll clean this area up and then they'll start putting them together.
So how many guys work on one chute?
There's anywhere from 1 to 3, 4 guys that build one product, you know, kind of put it all together. So he's coming over here and he's building it. This guy's finishing it out. He's like putting the head gates on them, putting the side panels on them, putting the top rack on them.
So what is your average scale?
Our average sale of the most is our pig scales, sheep and goat scales. We averaged, years ago, 400 or 500 a year. Things are a little slower now, and we're probably averaging about 250 a year. Here's the finished product of what they were building from start to finish here. This is our hydraulic calf table. This one here will squeeze the side in to hold them. This one here will actually tip that thing over where the door opens up and you can get access to the top of your calves. So when they get finished painting them, they'll come over here in this little area over here. This is where he's putting his valves together for his hydraulic chutes, his calf tables. He's plumbing the tanks, he's painting his cylinders, and then he cuts his hoses, fits them for the product.
So where do they paint all this at?
It's all outside in the paint room. Everything's spray painted here. And then this is where we calibrate scales. So your beam goes from 0 to 200. Once we get it balanced at 0 with nothing on it, we'll weigh it at 200 on one end. And then slide this over to 200, and that beam is either gonna be at the top or at the bottom. It's gonna be too heavy or too light. Your length of your arm is gonna either get longer or shorter. So if it gets longer, it's gonna make it lighter. If it gets shorter, it's gonna make it heavier. And once you get this end done, you transfer to this end. This is a hydraulic chute. We sold it to a ranch that has Brahman cattle. So we built it taller, a little bit wider, a little bit longer. These are some repair scales. So they come in, we'll go through them, fix what needs to be fixed, repaint them, take them over there and calibrate them and get them ready.
So if someone breaks it, can they bring it back and you guys fix it?
Absolutely. Everything we manufacture is manual. The digital attachment is attachment, so you can add that to any scale.
What are all these things right here?
These are all the jigs. We make so many different size panels. Each individual jig is a different panel. So that tells you how many different panels we build. Patrick, it was nice having you here today. I hope you enjoyed it here at the tour of WW Manufacturing. If there's ever anything you need or anything, you got any questions, don't hesitate to call. We'll be here and we'll answer any questions you got.
Thanks for having me, it was a blast. I hope you enjoyed this tour with me. I will see you at the 2022 Arizona National Livestock Show.